What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? It's 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, and you're watching Betting with the Bag. The day has gone off to a terrible start, and I've made a decision. I am no longer ever going to go up against Pinnacle. When Pinnacle is leading the market in a direction, it just doesn't make sense. I've been talking with a couple cappers in the last week that have actually stopped capping and just advantage bet when Pinnacle or bookmaker is leading the scene with other books, obviously, not with those books. So I'm not going to do it anymore. And that'll cut down the quantity of picks, but that's what's up. That's what's going to happen now. I'm just not going to do that anymore. It just doesn't make sense in the long run. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat. Colby Valentine coming in already cashed. Blue Jays plus 162. Blue Jays minus 1.5 at plus 300. Absolutely beautiful. But he's going straight up against me with Carolina on the money line. I'm not. I'm quite confident in the Capitals here tonight. And he's taking Winnipeg money line, which I am on. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat. We got Red Girl. We got Brian Arpin. We got Dave L.A., Viper NB, Eddie Obisoan, Mally, Mal, Bob, Lee, Swagga. We got Demetrius Miller, Vinny Cornell, RW liking the Yankees minus 1.5. I saw that Drew Martin is on the Royals, and I respect it, man. I think that Bailey's possible. It's possible for Bailey to have a good start here. I'm just staying off of it. We got DJ Coleman, Ron Lofton, Gin Rummy. Yes, Gin Rummy, I've been thinking about you often lately, and I'm gonna never go against that. And I am gonna treat Pinnacle a little bit higher than bookmaker, and I'm gonna overly respect them over the next week or two and see how everything's handled, or how I handle what my action looks like because of it. And we'll go. Shout out to Top Set in there. So we got Walla Walla Dose. We got Mikey D. We got Russell Gordy. Oh, God. Russell Gordy saying Cap's not plus money anymore. Wow. That makes so much sense to me, Russell. It just makes so much sense to me. With no Svechchenko and no Ferland, those are two top six forwards for that team. And you're taking them off. It makes sense that the Capitals, strike them hard to finish the series in Washington. We got Big Tank the Gangsta. Man, we have not had enough Big Tank the Gangsta. And I was just, I follow Big Tank the Gangsta on Twitter, and he is on the Colorado Avalanche to win the series, which is a great bet. And I'm going to be going heads up against you now. I haven't made that bet yet. But I'm going to take the Flames minus 1.5 in Game 5, and I'm going to take the Flames to win the series. Every first round has a team that comes back from 3-1. And at this price, I'll just need them to win 2 games in a row. It'll be a very, very easy hedging opportunity. Cody Valentine says, and thank you for joining us, Big Tank the Gangsta. I love seeing you. We got Base Kniff, Roger T, Kevin Pine. Cody Valentine says, even if Bailey is a good start, KC Penn is horrid. Drew Daddy having a nice day to get things rolling. We got Cassius Thomas. He says to me, you got your Clippers colors on. You telling us something? Man, I cannot wait to watch that game tonight. And Patrick Beverley is becoming my favorite player. I just can't even fathom that he's capable of defending KD. I'm just unbelievable. Base Kniff says Mr. Poison blessed the Avalanche. DJ Coleman says my book still has Capitals plus 100. Hey, I would jump on it. Dave L.A. like in KC, New York, first 5, under 5. That's a very interesting look. Let's get right into... Actually, you know what? Let's get through this NHL card quickly. I'm going to copy and paste Dave's move there. We also know that the taint play today is on the Angels. And Red Girl saying that first 5 went down to 5. That's an interesting look. So I'm going to copy and paste that right now. Here we go. Dave L.A. Wow, Mr. Gokes are 3 for 5. I love it. Lucky Lefty in the house. Shout out to Lucky Lefty. His girl Tata Booker. What a nice team. Demetrius Miller says Pat Bev is the best on-ball defender in the league. We used to say that Avery Bradley was the best on-ball defender in the league. Great. But can you defend the best offensive force in the NBA? A 7-footer who's got handles like a point guard, who can take threes from half court. The fact that Patrick Beverley's able to not only defend him, but get in his head, God, he's legitimately becoming my favorite player. Steve Cordero in the house. We got Ziggy Balls. We got Jam Man. My man, Jam Man in the house says, what's in the cup? Jam Man fresh from Las Vegas. Back from Las Vegas, my man Jam Man out of Montreal. Okay. So let's get to work. Great call, 400. Wow, that's beautiful. Diamondbacks money line and the under 9. That's spectacular capping that I missed and upset. Ron Lofton said, got caps plus 109 early. I really like it. My NHL play of the day would be the Capitals at plus money. Now that it's becoming a favorite spot, I wouldn't say at a minus number, I wouldn't like it that much better than the Jets. I find them close, very close to the same. Close to the same. Okay, Tata Booker in the house. Love seeing. What a great couple you guys are, man. So much respect. So much respect. And Jim Rummy says, I have like 5,000 bet sample track to show you with and against market movement if you want. You know I would love that, Jim Rummy. I'd absolutely love that. If we could connect. I've been just so overwhelmed last little bit, but we're starting to get, after the playoffs reach second round, there'll be a lot more time. And I'd love, and we have connected a bit on Hotmail, on email. Let's continue to do that. Okay. Baskin says, I know it's far-fetched, but I really want to take Vegas reverse puck line. It's not. Wow, Dave LA says, I'm killing MLB money line on bases loaded with the pitchers teams at plus 200 over or better. Wow. That's very, very interesting. We got the predictions guy back. Nice. Drew Daddy says, only NHL play. I'm on Winnipeg money line. Okay. Let's do this right now. Capitals plus 113. We sort of talked about it already. Svechnikov knocked out by Ovechkin. And Michael Furlan is a huge piece to this Hurricanes puzzle because they did pick up Niederreiter during the year. They do have Jordan Staal, but that's really their only size. Although Sebastian Aho is a big kid. And Z-Ball says, I really like Patrick Beverley. How much respect do we have for Patrick Beverley? Chicago kid in the house. Love seeing that. We got Cole Leone ready to roll. So, wow, that's a real interesting look, Dave LA. I don't need time to sit with that for a while, but that's very, very interesting. Brian Watson, good day to you, my friend. Okay. Those two, you're taking 2 top 6 forwards out of the mix. Capitals are coming off a 5-0 loss. This is a team that's 10-4 on the road over the last couple seasons. I see them stepping up here. And I also think that the under is in play. Let's take a look at what's happened with this total. And I've gone to this under 6 with these two teams often. And I'm going to go right back to the well. I'm going to take Carolina Washington under 6 is my first addition to this card at minus 110. Sorry, there's a minus 110 right there at Bovada. So that's my first addition to the card. I'm taking under 6, minus 110 at Bovada. Okay, let's keep rolling it. Bobby Digital in the house. Bobby Digital. I'm looking forward to hear that play, Bobby Digital. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. All right, we got Blues, Jets. I'm on the Jets minus 118 here. I like this spot a lot. I'm confident in it. Oh, God.
Hey. I got a great play for you today, friends. Australian soccer. Hey, Ty. Remember how people call me? The master of ties.
Can you come back in like 30 or 40 minutes?
Do you want my play right now?
No, I don't.
I got it right here.
Oh, Jesus.
On my hand. Want to see what's on my hand?
No, not at all. Not whatsoever.
You can see it.
I don't want to see it. Hey, Freddie, great stuff. Very excited about having you in about 40 minutes for your Australian Soccer League tie.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be back.
Okay. My God. Okay. Ron Crawford liking Caps, Jets, and the Vegas over. I think the Vegas over is a move that probably needs to be made. Jesus. Six side coming in, shouting out King Rail. Lucky Lefty says he needs a straight jacket. Guy coming out here giving Australian Soccer League ties. Needs to stop the show for Australian Soccer League ties. Okay, I can't. My lungs can't take laughter, so I'm not going to laugh here. Cole Leone says it best. Freddie, get the fuck out of here. Okay, Jets minus 118. The first line of the Jets is outplaying the Blues' first line. And it just comes right down to that. I love Kyle Connor. He does not get enough respect because of Line A. This year he did. He had more points than Line A this year. But Line A got all of the talk. But Connor's a 22-year-old first-round draft pick. He's moved up to that top line with Scheifele and Wheeler. Scheifele stepping up. Wheeler stepping up. Man, I did not know how good Wheeler was when the Bruins let him go or the Jets signed him. But I've been extremely impressed. They're out, and Ryan O'Reilly, I have always questioned his character. He's not stepping up. All that said and done, Von Polo says, why are we not on the Vegas Golden Knights? I think they want to hear, guys. I agree. Ricardo Gutierrez in the house. Q Wilson in the house just says lotion. All right. So I agree with you guys that the over's got to be in play here. It just has to be in play. But it almost feels like it's too easy of a play. And it's been heavily, I guess, no, not heavily. Opened at 6 at minus 120, so it's gone up 12 cents. Now, this team has got to be tight. Oh, T says Dennis Garcia tailed and cashed in the fifth race trifecta box, $24, won 127 and changed. Big ups, Dennis. Thank you. Your first horse race I ever wagered. Oh, T's the first horse race you ever wagered. Oh, man. Shout out to my guy. Both you guys. Shout out to both you guys. That's great. Not applicable says, Jimmy, what time is it? I guess it's Australian Soccer League time, but we're not going to mess with that. Trevor Loudon liking Vegas. I get it. I totally get it, but I'm not going to do it. Al Hart, it's the Washington Capitals. But I think you do need them at a plus line. If you're going to a minus line, it's the Winnipeg Jets. But, if you want a nice score, parlay them both. Okay. Yeah, Bobby Digital saying, tell me about it. Wheeler, Seguin, Thornton, Kessel got nothing in return for any of them. Shout out to Jorge, don't play. We got Black Baller in the house. Great capper. Okay, so I guess the over should just be made. I guess it's just a bet that just has to be bet. Vegas, San Jose over. If San Jose wants to win this game, they got to keep Vegas under 3 goals. Will they be able to? Probably not. King Rail says, tell Freddie to share the peyote. NHL Live says, Wu-Tang Clan forever and Washington Capitals. Jimmy, just very quick, do you think game winner wins the Kentucky Derby? Predictions guy, game winner better start in the 4th post, and Omaha Beach better start at the 20th, and Roadster better start at the 18th. At this point, that's most likely the only way I would take game winner. But I've been watching those races over and over and over and over again, and I still like game winner a lot. But he's not the favorite. Omaha Beach has to be the favorite in this race. Russell Gordy says, why is Vegas at 6 if over? I agree, but it has been moved to 6.5 at some books. I agree, Russell Gordy. You have every right to be suspicious. Every right. RMK says San Jose can't hold Vegas down with how bad Jones and Carlson are playing. Black Baller says over on the game is too juiced up. Gerald Martinez says Sharks are dead. We see how bad the goaltending is. How do you think the Sharks feel playing in front of them? No confidence they lose tonight. TJ Coleman says, Jimmy, you like the Jets-Blues game over at plus 105? I'm very uncomfortable with totals in this series. And so I don't even want to push you in a direction there. I'm very uncomfortable with totals. I think there's better edges. And the 5.5 right now, over 5.5 is at plus 110. Plus 113 at BetOnline. Top says, Jimmy, I'm having dreams of cashing the big Derby ticket. Yeah, I'm working on my roll right now. I'm trying to make sure I have $1,000, but it looks like I might only have about 800 for the Derby, which is disappointing. But we'll see. That can change in the next 2 weeks. So we'll see. But I do feel like I need to taper down my action a little bit. I'm in a fine spot, even though this week started out terribly. But I'm in a fine, I'm just not in a horrifying spot where I'm paying out nonstop. Predictions guy, much love to you. Okay, let's get to the man that says MLB. I agree, but I think, okay. Von Polo liking Roadster and Omaha Beach. Yeah, absolutely. NHL Live says, I feel so comfortable taking the St. Louis Blues tonight. I get it. I absolutely get it. You know what? Russell, Gordy, let's just, if you're going to be here for the whole show with me, let's just wait on taking that over. But it just makes sense to me. It just makes sense that it's going to get to 6 goals, whether or not it gets over it. I feel like it's too easy, but NHL is somewhat easier. No, at this point, Mr. Gokster, I don't think High Cal or Code of Honor are going to be a mess. It's just this top group might be a little too good, but we will come up with some. But no, I don't think High Cal or Code of Honor will be good enough. Kobe Williams says, I got the Blues be going head-to-head. I hear that. Von Polo says, I told my wife I was going to have 900 just for one race. She looked at me like I was crazy, but she will love me when I cash a huge exacta, trifecta, superfecta. You're damn right. These exactas pay huge, generally. So you're damn right, Von Polo. We'll have around the same amount of cash for this race. We're going to make your wife proud. We're going to make your wife proud. And Mr. Gokster's on the Blues. Dimitrios Davos. I love Dimitrios. Nice to see him here. Says, I love the Blues at plus 110. I get it. Mally Mal. CT Bay saying, I told you on Tigers last minute. Nice call. Okay. All that said and done, I'm going to, I guess. Wow, King Rail says my wife put 200 on the Knights. Predictions guy said I did like War of Will before he got hurt. Yeah, you know, I kind of we'll go over it. We got that lots and lots of time to hammer that. But no, Ghoster, I just don't think High Cal or Code of Honor are on that level at all. We got Lil J in the house. Says, what up, everyone? Being busy. I got some downtime in the hospital waiting for the little man to start coming out. Oh, man. Congratulations, Lil J. That's very, very exciting. Very exciting. Congrats to you and your ever-expanding family. That's wonderful news. And Lil J says, my dad liked to decide. He said, whoever won Game 3 wins the series. Jets won Game 3. Drew Daddy says, we all on the LA Angels. Anthony Larson, Ant L, who's going to start making appearances on this show coming up. He's not. He's on the Mariners. All right. All that said and done, I feel like I should make that move, Russell Gordy. Are you? I think that the over 6 is just like almost low hanging. And I'm going to make it. Let's see how I can. I'm getting over 6 at minus 127. Let's just quickly see what my book is hanging because I won't be able to bet it if it's at 6.5. Sorry, one more look over here. My book's hanging at 6 at minus 135. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the over 6 at minus 127. There's just going to be goals. There's just going to be goals. Okay, so let's move on to baseball. I can't wait to talk about the NBA playoffs. We will be having Ski Profit joining us shortly. Now let's get to work. Let's get to work. Black Baller said, I like the Jets as well tonight home. I really do. Their first line's just taken over. Wow, Russell Gordy says at the kiosk, okay, making it. You know, it's my third favorite of the NHL plays. My two favorites, Russell, are clearly Capitals and Jets. It's my third favorite. You know what? You know what you might want to do instead of making a solo bet on that, Russell Gordy, is add that on one of your tickets to Winnipeg, Washington, or even both. Manny Ruffin says, what game did you just take the over on? I just took the over on Vegas, San Jose at 6. My book's still hanging at 6 at minus 135. I won't bet it at 6.5, although it's not that I don't like it at 6.5. I just don't like it as much. All right. Let's keep rolling along here. Okay, so got off to a bad start in baseball today. Gave a lot of my profit from yesterday back. And I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. But let's get to work right now. We got Royals, Yankees. We're going to start here. 59 Fahrenheit, 8 miles per hour sideways. We got lineups. I'm going to go just to the MLB section here at sportsbookreview.com. And let's start hammering this. Money lines and totals. Let's get to work here. Ski Profit joining us shortly. Let's go. Bailey versus Herman. The total is at 9. Let's see what we'd get on the first 5. I love that Dave went on that under in the first 5. Wow. That's a wild bet, and I have a ton of respect for it. I just don't know if I have the balls to make it myself. Trevor Loudon says, Jimmy, our 6.5 is the new normal now. That's just this round. I think as we move forward, it won't be the case. But if Vegas plays Calgary next round, then we'll probably see a couple 6.5s. Shout out to my man Buck Nasty, who I hung out with in LA. Says, dope Angels hat. Much love. Anthony Mastronardi says, Yanks win and cover. Homer Bailey gets smashed. I don't think Homer Bailey gets smashed. Let's take a quick look at what lineups we're dealing with here. We got Merrifield, Mondesi, Gordon, Dozier, O'Hearn, Soler, Duda, Maldonado, Hamilton, Gardner, Judge, Voigt, Torres, LeMahieu, Frazier, Ford, Romine, Wade. Come on. Your 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is LeMahieu, Frazier, Ford, Romine, Wade. This is an underplay. CT Bays, how about those Blue Jays? Great work, you guys. I think this is the underplay. First 5 under. I'm going to jump on it. I'm going to jump with my man here. Elliot V liking the under full game. Let's see if there's been any change in the weather here. No, they're just 6 miles, not 8. Okay, I'm in, Dave. I'm rolling with my man, Dave LA. I'm taking the first 5 under 5 in Royals-Yankees. We got Rayhan Hyder in the house, dealing with family issues. Sorry to hear that, Rayhan. Love and strength sent to your family. And he's on the Spurs -3 and Brook Philly under. Best of luck to you. Thank you for taking the time to stop by here and give us your plays, Rayhan. Please let me know when you're going to be here in Costa Rica next so we can hang. Siggy Ball says, Jimmy, what do you think of the Tampa Bay Lightning being swept? I love it. It cost me a little bit of money. I had no futures bets on them. It cost me a little bit of money because I had them -1.5 in game 2. That was a loser. And then after game 1, I took them $200 at -200, which is my worst bet of the whole season, to come back and win the series. But when I did take him on the -1.5, I hit the under in that game. So overall, it didn't cost me too much. NHL Live says, hey, Jimmy Bag, I'm a big fan, but let me ask you a question. How many fitted hats do you have? I think I have around 30. Nice, NHL Live. Yeah, I don't have them all down here in Costa Rica. That's the problem. But I have a nice little group of them down here. But I got another 100 up north. My brother has a hat company called 9 O'Clock Guns, so he's addicted. He's got a ridiculous amount. He's a hat addict. Let's hear Alex Ramirez. There we go. This man is 4-0 on the Spidey pick of the day, and it's Yankees run line. Lucky Lefty said they should fire Tampa Bay Lightning coach. Somebody's going to pay for it, and I wonder if it is Cooper. And shout out to you, NHL Live. Thank you for joining us. We need more NHL cappers in the crew. I'm taking this first 5 under 5. I like it. These lineups are shit, and we're getting a 5. I'm taking it. -114 available at Pinnacle. First 5 under 5. -114 available at Pinnacle. Black Baller says, forgot to ask about the Capitals-Hurricanes game. I like the Capitals a lot. Colf Coleon says, Jimmy, what's the shit the bed of the day? We have not heard from Not Applicable, but I'm all ears when he does it. Says, helped me on my parlay last night. Man, his shit the bed play today has been just crushing. Nice. Always wondered about 9 O'Clock Gun. Yeah, 9 O'Clock Gun would be a great horse name, but it's a gun we have in Vancouver, Stanley Park. Okay. Kobe Williams cashing on that. And Black Baller fully agrees. I'm on the first 5 under 5 with Dave LA. I think that's a good look. Let's move on to Orioles at Rays. I've stayed off this game at this point. And I left so much money on the table not backing the Rays yesterday. Let's look at the confirmed lineups. We got for the Orioles, we got VR, Mancini, Smith, Nunez, Ruiz, Rickard, Martin, Severino, and Mullins. Trey Mancini, the only Oriole batting over 300 right now. Then for the Rays, what a lineup this has turned out to be. Who would have thunk? I mean, it's Meadows and Pham 1-2 are playing so well. Then G-Man, Choi, Yanni Diaz, but Brandon Lau. God, the guy's just rolling. Then Zunino, Kiermaier, Robertson, and Adames. But you're just going to have to pay a ton. Yeah, Yanks, guys, it's a very, very sad story. It's a very sad story there that I don't want to get into it again. But he will not be making any appearances here. And Trevor Loudon sort of answered it there. Bobby Digital said, Jimmy, unfortunately got to go, but my play tonight, Orioles +1.5 at a great price, a +110. Cash not been good lately, and Wood's a reliever starting for the first time. Wood has opened. He does open it. He's just an opener right now. But I think that's a good look, Bobby. I get it. Because you're still getting the plus line. Black Baller says, Wood pitching for Rays again, an opener. Yes, just an opener. You know what? At this point, I just don't feel like I have an edge on this game, and I'm not going to make a move on it. Orioles, Rays, Baltimore, Tampa. God, a couple of you guys have just become bigger roles on the show, and having Jin Rummy in my head is just it's going to help so much in the long run. And I love all the energy that you put into the show, keeping us accountable, keeping us straight. So big thank you, Jin Rummy. Big thank you. Okay, let's keep rolling along here. Orioles, Rays, Tampa, Baltimore, Cashner, Wood. The total first 5's gone up to 5. I wonder if the spot requires. Oh damn! Sorry to hear that, NHL Live. I wonder if the spot here could be an over, a team total over, or something like that with this Orioles squad, but I'm not going to do it. So that was something I did last year, was that I thought on the second straight day or the third straight day of an opener of relievers nonstop that they'd be more susceptible, and they never really turned out to be. Drew Daddy says, any guests on the show tonight, Jimmy? Yes, Ski Profit will be joining us in 15 minutes. Oh, Viper NB, Capitals, Brewers, Jets, Angels, Rockies, parlay, 100 pays out 2,500. And Viper NB coming off a nice hit last night, 400 paid out 1,200. Yeah, T's agreeing with the gin rummy call. I agree, I like it. We got Carter Spyler in the house, Dodgers 100%. Well, I'm not going to make a move here. I'm not going to make a move. So I'm off that game. Now, let's get to this Brewers-Dodgers game. I tripled up here, and that's all I'm doing. I'm not going to quadruple up on action anymore. I'm on Brewers, first 5 team total over 2.5 at plus 108. First 5 at plus 103. Full game at plus 103. Let's see what's happened with this market move. We're going to go straight to money lines, full game. And I slightly beat a market move. That's good. The best you get right now is 101 at Bookmaker and Pinnacle. And I got plus 103 full game, so 4-cent move. You know, I'll take it. Let's see what we got first 5. First 5 Bookmakers hanging a plus 105. Wow, that's wild. Everybody else is in the minuses. Best bet online at minus 104. Interesting. Jared Trader says, I think Brewers team total over is worth a look. I agree, Jared Trader. I absolutely agree. Elliot V says, Dodgers suck on the road and Zach Davies beat them already. With Zach Davies, I just feel like his changeup is tricky. And it doesn't matter if you just saw it 5 days ago. You know, I really think he can show you other things. Jay Money says, I'm on the Rockies money run line with you, Jimmy. Nice, Jay Money. The first Coors Field fade of the year. I can't wait to talk about that. And I will have all the numbers for the Coors Field fade, average line, ROI, everything. And I'm not going to take it every game, but I'm going to take it a lot. So let's just talk about this spot here. I can understand this full game over. Ziggy Ball's leaning to the Brewers. Dave LA is on the Brewers, minus 105. I could see people liking the over here, but I think we missed the spot here. It opened, that's first 5. See what the full game is. It opened at 9. It's now at 9.5. I guess I do like it. Red Girl's on the money line, nice. I guess I do like it. Dave LA, what do you think about this over Urias Davies? You know, I didn't want to triple up, and that's why I didn't take it in the morning. I got the team total with the Brewers. In fact, though, a triple up for me, because it's a first 5 team total involved, which I still don't have a book that I can make those bets with. That really, it's just a double up with my bets. Robert Cherry says, I'm locked in, Jimmy. Yankees minus 1.5. Colorado plus 180. So you must be on the minus 1.5 with Colorado. San Diego, Milwaukee, Washington, Milwaukee plus 105. And Vegas minus 1.5 at plus 260. I love your card. I love it. Alex Ramirez says, Coors Field fades back. It is. And I will be charting it so we can know exactly what the numbers are and what it's providing us with. For me, I'm just not getting enough plus lines in my action. And I need them. I need them bad. So, Jared Trace says, I'm on Rockies money line. I think Freeland has a great start. Rockies get their first home win. Mally Mouse says Rockies first home win, and that is correct. But so I'm not going to quadruple up, but MLB says not convinced for the total. Rocky Dolphin in the house says Rockies come good tonight. A lot of us on the Rockies. Dave LA, anybody, do you guys like the full game over? Oh, first 5 over second half under, says Dave LA. Let's see what that first 5 over is. Because I think Urias can get touched. But at least I'd be able to bet a first 5 full over. Let's see what we're getting here. Dodgers, Brewers. We're getting 5. Okay, I'm going to jump in with you, Dave. I'm going to jump in with you. I'm going to say the 5 here is at minus 113 at Pinnacle. All right. I'm taking the over. First 5, over 5, minus 113 at Pinnacle. Mally Mal says, so Rockies is the play, Jimmy. You know, I tell you what, Mally Mal, it depends how you see the whole Twitter mush situation because everybody is on the Rockies. Let's break down this game right now. Rockies, Phillies. I'm on Rockies minus 1.5 at plus 195. Let's see if there's been any move here on this Rockies game, full game. We're going to go money lines and totals. Here we go. Colorado has become a favorite. Colorado has become a favorite at some books, and Pinnacle's one of them. And Merrick, what up, my man? We do not have time in America at this point. I'm sorry to say. We do not have time. Are you going to be able to do tomorrow morning? Because we don't have time. I need to kind of prepare for that and speed up. I kind of took a little bit too much time here. So I'm sorry. Let me know. Can you do tomorrow morning? If you have to do tomorrow late show, I'll figure out how to make that work. But I'd much prefer the morning because we got Kelly in Vegas joining us, Donnie Rightside, and King Rail on the late show. We got 3 cappers. That's going to be incredibly fun. Elliot V says, because of this show, now our faves. I don't know about that. But Anthony Mastronardi says, I got more confidence Zach Eflin coming back with a good start than Kyle Freeland having his first good start. Freeland, 21 and 2/3, 21 hits, 13 earned runs, 3 homers, 10 walks, 23 Ks. Eflin was strong in his first 2 starts, but then got hit hard at Miami on Saturday. Hit hard by a weak lineup. So Dave LA says, I'm on the Rockies money line, but I want to see how their bullpen performs. MLB says, is public on the over in the Brewers game, Jimmy? Yes, they are, MLB. They are on the over in the Brewers game. Base Kniff says, Kingery going to go deep again. What a beast Kingery's been. So Nolan Arenado had 0 home runs when the Rockies started the season 3-12. He is rolling now. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. So he's homered in each of the last 3 games, all Rockies wins. And yes, the Rockies are 0-5 at home on the season. Elliot V says, Rockies bullpen only 1 good lefty and will rest today. That's not a good sign. But we need Freeland to go deep. We need the Rockies to start hitting righties, which they haven't done. 205, 575 OPS versus righties. And Freeland has struggled. Hasn't pitched beyond the 5th inning in his last 3 starts. Pulled from his start Saturday with the blister issue. He says he's good to go. That's the most concerning spot. Black Baller says line movement now. Rockies are the favorites. Well, that makes me feel good, but that blister thing does concern me. We've seen that blow up in our face. And he's barely throwing against this Phillies team, so I like that. Tonklin says, Jimmy, whatever happened to the Oracle Native Queen? Excellent info whenever it chimed in. You know, I'm going to shout out to the Oracle Native Queen because I miss her very, very much as well, Todd Clinton. I miss her very, very much as well. All right, I'm on the first Coors Field fade of the year, and it's no longer a Coors Field fade because the Rockies are now the favorite, but they weren't the favorite when I made the bet. And when it's an even money spot, you can pick the team that you like the best. That's what we did last year. And MLB's on the under in the Brewers game. I'm just on the first 5. Elliot V says if Freeland goes 6, should be a win for Colorado. I actually like the under here. Interesting. A lot of people are on the over, a lot of people are on the under in this spot. And I forget what. No, I don't want to screw this up because Mark Lathrop has a total on this spot, and I'm not entirely sure. Not Pickable says I miss her too. Jared Trader said, did I miss the NHL segment? Yes, you did. I'm on the Capitals, the Jets, and the over 6 in Sharks Knights. All right, Mariners, Angels. Now, Babano talked about how beat up this Angels bullpen is. It's a tired bullpen. It is the best bullpen in the league, though. That helps. Yeah, Anthony Mastrado. Mally Miles saying Rockies has a weak lineup, and Black Baller says the Rockies are the tiniest favorite to me. You're absolutely right. They're very small. MLB says Rockies first 5 seems better. I hear that. Russell Gordy says under in the Colorado 11 being stuck all day. Russell Gordy, I'm looking forward to talk about this basketball game with you and Ski because you were very, very heavy against my move, which I haven't bet yet, but I said I was going to wait for the money line to go up. Let's get there. I'm on Angels first 5 minus 112, full game minus 114, and the over 9.5 at minus 110. Let's see what I'd get on the money lines right now for the Angels. For the Angels, the best I could get is minus 116. So I guess I beat that move by 2 cents. Let's see what we got first 5. This is just a straight fade against Felix. It worked very, very well last time he started on the road, and I'm going to keep at it. And the first 5's gone way up. So I got it at minus 112. That's a good sign. 5 dimes at minus 120. Heritage at minus 120. I beat that by 8 cents. Robert Cherry says, Jimmy, strongest bullpen, Marlins. Most young and potential bullpen, Jimmy. Interesting. Angels' strongest bullpen. Marlins' youngest and most reliable. Oh, Jeff Joseph, I love that. You know what, Jeff? You know what? I might, I just don't want to lose. Oh, I don't want to lose money that I've got set up for the Derby, but I might play that card with you, Jeff. I might play that card with you. My man, born in 94, says, Jim, it's pissing rain in Vancouver. I got to put the boots on for tonight's game at Dunbar Turf Soccer Field. Legs will be taken out, just like you did to me at Killarney. Oh, man, I love this guy. And Dave L.A. says Angels bullpen is fine. I'm on the Angels first 5 money line and lean under. But Red Girls on Seattle first 5. Not applicable says I don't trust Angels or Seattle. Jorge Don't Play says, can you explain what the Coors Field fade is? Absolutely, Jorge. It's a very simple move here. Because of the thin air in Colorado, the volatility increases. We showed that stat on yesterday's show that for every 1,000 feet of elevation, a fly ball goes 7 feet further for every 1,000 feet. So in saying that, when you have that much more volatility, the underdog is live. So what we do is we take the underdog in almost every game. Now, I didn't start off the year with it. I think the Coors Field fade gets better as the season goes on with the warmer weather. But we take the dog on the reverse run line, and we did that in every game at Coors Field, and then I stopped near the end of the season last year. Went on a bit of a losing streak, and I just stopped. Jorge Don't Play says, love me some thin air. Robert Cherry says, hey, Jimmy, how many decades MLB had... Shit, sorry, my lungs almost collapsed there. Robert Cherry, I need you to explain that question a little bit better, if you don't mind. Okay, let's keep rolling here. So we have one more game, and then we're going to get to my man, Ski Profit. So, let's see what happened with the market move on the over. I jumped on the over 9.5 minus 110. Oh, my pleasure, Jorge. Don't play. There's huge scores available with this play, and I'll be tracking it completely, average line, ROI, and everything this year. Shout out to my man, Capo17 Don in the house. Diesel Eugene in the house. Okay, well, let's hope this Angels hat does better for me than I did early. Okay, let's go. So, the over right now, we're going to look at totals. I got the over 9.5 at minus 110. And if you wanted it now, it's at 10 across the board. Oh, no. 9.5 still available. Bet online at minus 122 and minus 130. So I like seeing that. And yes, my man, we're going to do a quick recap in a second. And after Gin Rummy and talking with some other guys, and after today's horrific totals by me, I am no longer, at least for the next couple weeks, I'm no longer ever, if Pinnacle's leading the way somewhere, I'm no longer ever going to fade that move. I'm going to start respecting Pinnacle enormously and Bookmaker slightly less, and I'm not going to ever, for at least 2 weeks, go against it ever. So that's new to what I'm doing right now. Dennis Garcia says there's a neat pick 5 on Saturday involving Keelan Aqueduct. Oh, wow. Woodbine, Oaklawn, and beautiful. Oh man, I'm in. Remo says, can you please give me your best baseball play, Jimmy? I don't know if you guys want my best baseball play without the years going, but yes, I will give it to you. Let's talk Reds-Padres and then bring in Ski Profit. We got Rourke versus Paddock. Paddock has looked great this year, 14 innings. So wow, so that's Keelan Aqueduct, Woodbine, Oaklawn, and Charlestown. Surprised that Charlestown even got involved in that, but I guess that ends there. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going right here. Not applicable says Cincinnati might pull the upset. There's been a huge market move. Yeah, Charlestown. Yeah, Dennis Garcia. Yeah, I know CT's Charlestown. I'm surprised that they're letting Charlestown be involved with that. Charlestown, because, I was a comic for 20 years, and I had my Mondays, Tuesdays off always, and Charlestown was one of the shit tracks that I had to bet. Especially when I'd go to Vegas from Sunday to Wednesday, I would have to lose money at Charlestown. Charlestown's got me right in the old drink hole many, many times. I'm not a fan of the track. Okay, Reds are hitting 191, 608 OPS versus righties. Padres are hitting 227, 697 OPS versus righties. Padres have lost 3 straight. Don't trust Rourke that much, but he's a streaky guy, and he just got off a very nice spot. Dave L.A. says, play of the day, Padres -1. King Rail says, Jimmy, I know it's not to ask, but can you start pointing out games we should take a reverse run line? And you know what, King? I have to do that more now. And we saw a lot of success from cappers last year taking reverse run lines. And I need the confidence to do that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm going back to the Coors Field fade right now, is to start having confidence to take those. Base Kniff says, Brewers reverse run line worth a look. I think that we have to do that as a group. I think we need to do that as a team. Pick out the spots where we want to jump on the reverse run line for big scores. Okay, let's go. So I've got this Cincinnati-San Diego game. I hear what you're saying, Dave. My only concern is that I missed the spot to take this. -133 it opened. It's now at -168 or -170. I just feel like I'm on the ass end of it. Ron Crawford says Padres on my spreadsheet. Black Baller says I like Padres as well. Dave LA says Reds are batting 189 last 5 games. Paddocks look great. Let's see what I'd get on the run line if all you guys are backing it to this extent. San Diego minus 1.5 at plus 131. I mean, I have to take it like that. I mean, I wouldn't. I could take the minus 1 line like you guys, but it'll still end up a minus spot. But yeah, King Rail, we watched it succeed last year, and we should just do that. We should just create a situation where we can hit under 50% and still be plus units, because that's, you guys have watched me do that in NHL the second year in a row. I guess you only watched me for 2 years, but it's very easy. I hit about 43%, and I'm up big double-digit units. So Viper MB says every game so far covered the minus 1.5. Okay. I'll jump on San Diego to stop the streak. I'll jump on San Diego to stop their 3-game losing streak. We're getting a minus 1.5 at plus 135 at 5 dimes. I'll take it. Minus 1.5 plus 135 at 5 dimes. All right, that's the baseball card. So let's review all the plays and then invite my man Ski Profit in. We got Capitals plus 113, and I added the under 6 minus 110 on the late show. Then we have Jets minus 118, and I forgot to mention that when it was asked, had we gone over NHL by Jared, I believe it was Jared Schrader. So I'm on Capitals plus 113, under 6 at minus 110 in Capitals Hurricanes. I'm on the Jets at minus 118, and I'm on the over 6 in Knights Sharks at minus 127. And if my book goes up to 6.5, I probably won't make that bet. Unless if I can buy down to 6 at minus 135 or better, I will. But other than that, I won't. Okay, then we have the 3 basketball games I can't wait to break down with my man Ski. Then on the late baseball card, and I've gotten off to a terrible start after a great 11-5 day yesterday, and it won't happen again. Lessons learned. Royals, Yankees, first 5, under 5 at minus 114. I am not fading Homer and Bailey. In fact, I guess I'm believing in them if I'm taking the first 5, under 5. Then Orioles, Rays, I'm staying off. Dodgers, Brewers. Now, I told you I'm not going to be tripling up on games anymore, and to me, this really isn't a triple up because I can't bet the first 5. Sorry, isn't a quadruple up because I can't bet the first 5 team total over 2.5. But I did make an official pick here. First 5 team total over 2.5 plus 108. And then I'm on the Brewers first 5 at plus 103. Brewers full game at plus 103. And the first 5 over 5 at minus 113. And that was a move that was championed by Dave LA. Then I'm on the Rockies minus 1.5 plus 195. The first Coors Field fade of the season. Then I'm on the Angels first 5 at minus 112. Full game minus 114. Over 9.5 at minus 110. And then finally, I just added on Padres minus 1.5 at plus 135. That's my card as it stands right now. And not applicable. There it is. Shit the bed play of the day. San Jose Sharks. Wow. Hardy Party. That's a great, great idea there. Hardy Party. If you like San Jose to win, take Vegas and 6 at plus 210. Smart. I think that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Black Baller says my huge parlay for tonight at 245-1. Sixers, Spurs, Warriors, Jets, Capitals, Knights, Yankees, Rays, Padres, Rockies, Brewers. Man, I will be cheering for you. Shout out to Zach M. But also a giant shout out to our NBA expert. We got my man Ski Profit in the house. He joins us Tuesdays and Thursdays, and he's here rolling with us right now, straight out of Los Angeles, California. Ski Profit joining us on this Thursday afternoon. How you doing, my guy?
My bad. I was muted. But what up, Jimmy? It's good to be hanging out with you. I kind of agree with one of the viewers in the chat. I'm going to try my hardest to get you off of that play you're about to make tonight.
Okay. Well, we'll see, because... And oh, fuck, man. Okay. We got Senpai Max in the house, too. I had the honor of doing a show. My first show was Senpai Max yesterday on King's Court, and loved working with him. What a great, great guy. Great capper. Very intelligent, thoughtful, articulate. I really, really enjoyed working with him. All right, Ski, getting the love from the chat. Deservedly so. Ski, let's start off with Sixers at Nets. Sixers at Nets. Okay, let's break this game down. So I'm just going to move to the NBA section here at sportsbookreview.com. I'm going to go spreads and totals. So it opened up at minus 2.5 for the Sixers. Now it's minus 3.5. The total opened at 227. Now we're talking 229 and a half. Embiid stopped fooling around on the perimeter and stayed in the paint where he belongs, especially with this knee injury. Now, I expect him to play. We got my man Yin Kang saying Nets. Dennis Garcia says, is Brooklyn a better first or full game play. Is Brooklyn even the play here? Now, we know that Embiid has riled up the Brooklyn Nets by laughing about his flagrant one foul on Jarrett Allen. Yin Kang says Nets first half full game, maybe money line. Wow. We also got King Ray on the chat. We got a great group here. Max, King, Ski, and all the great low baggers. Ski, Sixers, Nets. What's your move?
Before I go into my breakdown, I just have a quick question for you, Jimmy. How much stock do you put into like regular season, like home away splits, like how teams play at home and how they did away? Do you think it carries over into the playoffs, or are you just?
Yes, I think it carries over into the playoffs.
So Sixers are 20-21 straight up away. They don't even have a winning record away from home. They're 17-24 against the spread on the road. Brooklyn is 23-18 straight up at home. You mentioned that they're going to be pissed off about the Embiid comment, Embiid laughing at them. It's a lot of stats here that support Brooklyn, but my gut is kind of telling me to take the Sixers. If you were to take the Sixers, they're 12-5 last 17 first quarters, and Brooklyn is 4-8 on their last 12 first quarters. So if I'm backing the Sixers, they would have to be on that first quarter. Sixers are 2-5 straight up and against the spread. Their last 7 road games. They're 6-14 when the spread is -5 to -2. They're 7-12 as a road favorite. On the other side, Brooklyn, they're 21-16 versus 55% win teams or more. 4-2 against the spread versus Philly. They're 4-1 straight up and against the spread their last 5 games. I think Brooklyn is the play here. Getting 3.5 points, pissed off at home. I mean, they got blown out the last game, but they did the job. They stole one. Now they come back home. They're pissed off. I mean, I think 3.5 points is too much. If I'm playing this game, it's Sixers first quarter or Brooklyn 3.5 the whole game.
Wow. Wow. My man Jason Stasher says Sixers beat down, don't believe, just watch. Mally Mal, lean, Philly. King Rail says exactly. 76ers are the play. Viper NB, Nets money line. Rico Roxas, Sixers -2.5. Ziggy Balls, I'm on Nets +3 at -110. J Money's on Nets first half. This is just another spot where we have a ton of respected cappers on each side. And that makes it very difficult. Raven in the Desert, Sixers money line and the under. I think that Brooklyn's going to be angry, but in all honesty, I don't know if it matters. And I don't like Philadelphia's road record at all. I'd be curious to see what the Sixers' road record was with Embiid in the lineup. I'm not sure it would be that much different. Pick Machine says Brooklyn over 229.5 and get Nets at a better line live in play. And Jay Scum says, should I feel nervous since everyone seems like they're on Brooklyn with me? I think I see people on both sides. I feel like this is a very, very difficult game to cap. And it's going to be easier to cap game 4. I mean, that maybe is just a simple statement. Yin Kang says, Sixers after a win always have a letdown because they're immature. Kobe Williams says, Ski, I'm with you on that Brooklyn play. Are you going to make that Brooklyn play?
I'm not confident enough to make it a play right now, but just for the people on the Sixers, I mean, if you like the Sixers and you're not scared of Brooklyn, I think the first quarter is a look. Like I said, they're 12-5 against the spread. Last 17, Brooklyn is 4-8 their last 12 first quarters. So I think Sixers will come out the first quarter. They don't really have a good history covering the spread on the road or even winning straight up on the road.
I agree, but I think that now I just feel like this team is capable of playing at a higher level. Their peak ability as a team is higher than the Nets. Whether or not we're going to get here, I don't know. King Rail says, Jimmy, you're right. Game 3s and 5s are the hardest games to read. I completely agree with that. Yin King says, look at the Sixers win record after win, always let down. First off, I was shocked. I don't know how we got the over in the Jazz-Rockets game with the Jazz being so out of it. We were extremely fortunate to get 20 points in the last 2 minutes. I counted it as a loss, basically. I was shocked that it came through. But this total here seems feasible. 229.5 with the way these guys are playing. And with the way the Nets and Jared Allen's going to want to run and beat into the ground. I see the Nets having a very fast pace in this game. What do you think about the total here, Ski?
It's two teams that play very fast. I'll say the unders hit 6 of the last 7 home games for Brooklyn. It's went over 6 of the last 8 games for Philadelphia. I just think with two teams that are going to get a lot of shots up, a lot of opportunities to make baskets. Brooklyn does hold opponents to 29.9 3-point percentage. So I don't know if it's such a fluke that Philly not able to shoot that well from downtown. Besides that third quarter of the last game. So if I had to lean on it, it would be to the over just because I know they play fast and they're going to get a lot of shots up.
I think so too. I think this game can go over easily. Russell Gordy, says Brooklyn first halves are 7-1. God, I am going to enjoy talking about this game with Russell much more than I am talking about the next game. Rico Roxas says, I took the over before it went up, but it doesn't concern me that much that it's just 2 or 2.5 points. Anthony Mastronardi, my man out of Windsor, says Embiid's going to be back to being a bum because he had to travel for this game. Guy that hates travel, sleeping in a hotel bed. Okay, I think I'm going to make a move on this total. I feel very comfortable with it, to be honest with you. And the side
the market
makes
is
me
moving towards the over as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the Nets know that the key here is to run Embiid into the ground. And Jared Allen's a perfect guy to do it. And they're going to do whatever they can to upset them. Jin Rami says, don't touch that game. Bookmakers' lines are dialed in for that game. So do you feel that way for side and total, Jin Rami? I'm very close to making a move on the over, but I'd like to take a little time to think about it. And I know I won't get time to think about it while we talk about this next spot, Nuggets at Spurs. So listen, Ski, I'm saying that the Nuggets win one of these two games. Yeah, Malone's looked terrible in the playoffs, and so has this young team. But just like the Sixers, Nets, I still see the Nuggets being capable of, as a team, taking their level of play to a higher place than the Spurs. And everybody is on the Spurs here. And I've watched this series too. The Nuggets did not look good at home. But listen, this is a team that was under pressure. And the Spurs weren't. The Spurs were able, with a incredible coach and a 7 seed, to go in and with no pressure. All the pressure was on the Nuggets. George Cruz says never fade the Spurs at home. Campaign Mado says Spurs minus 4.5, easy. Pick Machine says Nuggets money line. And I think the Nuggets win one of these two games. Now, I know I said that the Nuggets bench is better than the Spurs bench, and I went deeper into this bench battle, and I guess I have to sort of go back on what I was saying. Now, part of the reason why I felt this way about the Nuggets bench is just the way they stepped up through injuries in that first 50 or 60 games of the year. I mean, I love what I was seeing from Malik Beasley and Torrey Craig. I just felt like these guys were stepping up, and Monte Morris, I started really liking them. But then when you go to this Spurs bench, I think I was probably a little hasty with that. The Spurs bench has game changers in Mills and Bellinelli, and I like Podol. I liked them a lot with the Raptors. I know Maxwell Smart was very upset when we included him in that trade. Viper MB says Pop will not allow a lead to slip away at home. Red Girl says Spurs is a play. Everybody here is saying Spurs is a play. I think Nuggets win one of these two games. Ski, talk me off.
Well, you said you go back on the bench being better. Let's talk a little bit about the starters. I mean, you got to have star power in the playoffs, and I'm not really seeing Jokic not playing like a star. It's all on Jamal Murray, and I don't think he can get it done. DeMar DeRozan, he feasts on the Nuggets. Aldridge, that's more star power. So the starting lineup, I think is better for the Spurs. You get more easy baskets. We've seen it. Denver's been struggling to put the ball in the basket. We talked the other day, Jimmy, before the last game, and we were unsure what we wanted to do because of how Denver looked the first game. So just because they had one good quarter, Jimmy, I'm not quite sure why we have faith again. This is another team you said you put stock into how they do.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, keep going. My fault.
It's another team you said you put stock into how teams do home and away. This team doesn't have a winning record away from home. They didn't end the regular season playing well. They're playing shitty. The Spurs were playing well to end the regular season. They came into the series playing well. Nuggets have had one good quarter, and I don't know how long, Jimmy. They're 20-21 straight up away. They're 17-24 against the spread away. Spurs 24-17 against the spread at home. 32-9 straight up at home. They're 13-5 when the spread is -3 to -6. They're 22-10-1 versus 55% win teams or more. They're 4-1 straight up last 5 at home. They're 17-9 against the spread versus the West. Home playoffs since 2005. Pop. They're 22-15-2, 59.5% against the spread. As a playoff favorite, they're 70-50-4. How do the Nuggets win this game? Spurs are so dominant at home. Nuggets are so shitty on the road. They've been shitty to end the season. We have seen one quarter, Jimmy. How did they win this game?
If Popovich was the coach of the Nuggets, would you be on the Nuggets?
No. Just because, Popovich is great at getting the most out of his players, but it would also depend on who's the coach of the Spurs at the same time. But I just think DeRozan and Aldridge, you're going to get a lot of easy baskets. I've seen DeRozan feast on the Nuggets. So time and time again, it's just easy. Jamal Murray, you don't know what you're going to get. He's going to have a lot of volume. And if you want to bet on the Nuggets, you're betting on Jamal Murray. Go look at a Jamal Murray prop for his points or something because, that's the only way they're going to win is if he has a big night, right?
I have a ton of faith in Jamal Murray stepping up in big situations. And it's not just because he's Canadian or any of that bullshit. I believe in him. And after that game 1, going right out into the court and taking shots for 2 hours, I believe in him. Let me ask you this. Would you take Rudy Gay and LaMarcus Aldridge over Jokic and Millsap?
The way Jokic has looked lately, hell yeah. It didn't look like the Jokic who made an All-Star. So if he's looking like how he's been looking lately, yeah, he looks like another player to me.
But he's a young kid. Do you not think the Nuggets will get better as the series goes along?
If they were coming home, Jimmy, I would think maybe so. But they're going on the road. They just came from home where they were so dominant at home all throughout the year. That's how they got the top seed or the number 2 seed. They were not a winning team away. They're already playing bad. They're playing bad to end the season. Why is it going to turn around? Going against a team that is dominant at home and a team that's been playing extremely well, minus a quarter. I just don't see it. Denver, their offense doesn't travel. Their defense travels. So, in this game, I just see a slow-paced game, a lot of defense. I think Spurs offense is a lot better at home than on the road. Their defense is a lot better too, but I just see no way. I see the Spurs. It's my favorite play today. I got it on it at a -2.5. I got on the series at +140. I like the Spurs.
So you're saying you are very confident in the Spurs coming back to Denver up 3-1 in the series?
Yes. My initial thought before, I know the first game, I took Denver minus the points. I thought Denver would get the first game. Spurs would steal the second game and come home 1-1. Take the next 2 games, lose the next one in Denver, and win Game 6 in San Antonio. That's been my training and thinking since the start. It didn't happen the first game, but it's 1-1 now. They're coming home. They're going to win the next 2.
Oh, man. Oh, God. It's so funny, Ski, because...
Quick comment.
Yeah, sure.
King Real, if everyone likes Spurs so much, why didn't y'all tell my plus 220 Spurs to win the series? I like the Spurs to win the series too before it started. I just thought Denver was going to win that first game. So I think a lot of people thought Denver was going to win that first game at home, and then you could come back and get more plus money. So that's the only reason I did.
And I'm sure you get this as well when you do your shows, but there always seems to be a capper almost every day that sticks in my head all fucking night, Sitting there fucking by myself in the dark watching sports, hammering some bottle, and somebody's in my head. And so often. And so, when the Pens are going down in 4, I can't get Von Polo out of my head. Jim Rummy's often in my head. Tonight it's going to be Russell Gordy. And I'm going to stick with my plan. And, we could come back here tomorrow and Nuggets could have lost by 20. But I am going to take the Nuggets on the money line in games 3 and games 4. And maybe, and I do not think that I cap NBA on your level. Or Jay Monies or King Rails and these guys who are spectacular. But I cap NBA every year and I care about it. And maybe I make mistakes with young teams that I think have a ton of skill. And I've always been a big DeMar DeRozan fan. But if this game is within a point or two, and if it's D-Row in isolation, you got a 30% chance or 35% chance of him knocking down that field goal. And with the magic that Jokic is capable of, if Millsap steps up like he has to, I am going to take the Von Polo says, sorry, Jimmy. No, I don't dislike it. I don't dislike that there's always one of you guys stuck in my head. I love you guys. This is my whole life is this show and you guys, so it doesn't bother me at all. I am going to take the Denver Nuggets on the money line in games 3 and games 4. And I just have to. Now, if this was, I'm still up double-digit units on the season. My second half of the year has been poor. Freddie, do you have my NBA record? Can we pop it up? Because the second half of the year has been bad. And I went on a real bad string when we were in LA, Ski. And I was down 8.8 units in that second half of the year. And I actually thought I got it back. Because I remember us having winning nights, but I didn't get it back. I am taking this spot. I am taking the Nuggets on the money line games 3 and games 4. And Russell Gordy, I'll be thinking about you. And if the Nuggets win game 3, I won't take them on the money line to win game 4. And if they lose game 3, I'm going to take them again on the money line.
I'm making a last plea. You believe in the Nuggets, you believe in Jamal Murray. Take Jamal Murray points over, or take something, Jimmy. Take the points at least, +5 maybe, +4.5. Don't take the money line, please.
I have to. I fucking have to, dude. I fucking have to, man. God, I feel like drinking immediately. I feel like this is like, oh God, like I've already lost this bet, man. I just have to. Shout out to Chip Lila. Shout out to all you guys, and I just have to. This total opened at 212, went down to 208. What do you think about this? Do you think we missed the spot to take the under?
Yeah, I definitely don't like being the ass end of the line, but as you say, two slow teams, 27th and 25th. Spurs defense should be a lot better at home. Denver defense travels, their offense doesn't. Denver's under 25 and 15 away. Spurs under 25 and 18. Oh no, 23 and 18. Sorry, at home. Spurs under 6 of their last 8. I would have to lean on the under. I mean, the first game we saw 92 possessions, not even 100 possessions. I didn't really get the number for the second game, but I see another slow-paced game and defense, and I see it under.
So do I. Lucky Lefty says, Jimmy, don't be hard-headed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's move on to a different game. I'm going to be hard-headed. Fuck, man. Okay.
We could come back, and I'm the idiot, and you're the genius.
No, man. But I feel so defeated all of a sudden. I'm like, my shoulders are fucking slumped. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, let's keep fucking talking. Warriors-Clippers. Warriors-Clippers. Have you fallen madly in love with Patrick Beverley? Because I'm about to get a Patrick Beverley jersey. That's how impressed I am coming off of him missing the whole entire year with his knee injury. When he puts his hand on Durant's chest, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You can't defend Durant. He's 7 feet tall. And yet he's in Durant's head. This Clippers team has got so much heart. God, Montrezl Harrell, you see it in their eyes. They're not afraid of the Warriors. That doesn't mean I'm going to take the Clippers here. I can't wait to hear a breakdown of this Warriors-Clippers spot. Let's get the spreads and totals here at sportsbookreview.com. Golden State Clippers. Golden State at minus 8.5. The total opened at 237. It's now at 234. What do you think we do here? Von Polo says Clippers money line. What do you think here?
I can't say I'm a Patrick Beverley fan, but I mean, I am a fan of defense. The only reason I don't like Patrick Beverley is I think I just still hold it against him that he hurt Westbrook that one time, just doing a little bit too much. As far as this total, your story, Jimmy, about how you have captors in your head. This one, it makes me think. I can't remember his last name, but his name is Andy, and he told me he brought it to my attention when I went against market moves. I just needed to look back at it, and this total is dropping tremendously. Like it was at 237. I think, right? And it's at 233. Yeah, I see 233. Golden State 22-19 over on the road. Clippers 27-12-2 over at home. Clippers went over 11 in the last 15 games. We didn't see too much defense the last game, and I don't see how Clippers stop Golden State at all. Two fast-paced teams, pace 7th and 11th. Golden State should be pissed off, right? Are they going to be pissed off and come out here and play defense? Or are they going to be pissed off and just come out here and light the scoreboard up? I think we see both. But at the same time, Clippers play towards that over. Clippers score points at home. I kind of want to take the over, but I don't want to go against the move at the same time. So I do think that Golden State is motivated. I want to try to find a way to take them. I think the Clippers compete for the first quarter, but Golden State, they're 8-2. Their last 10 first halves and first quarters is spread. I think the first half, Golden State is a play. I think they'll be up by more than 5 points. And I'm also interested in the full game. I kind of want to choose between the two. And also, in this matchup, it's went over 7 of the last 10. The average has been 239.7 points. And Clippers home games in general, they average 231.9 points.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I mean, the total, I can see what you're seeing and thinking, and there are models out there that are hammering this total down with the idea that Golden State's going to play defense after losing game 2. Now, that said and done, I think the Golden State Warriors first half is the play. Super Cisco taking it first quarter, and I understand that. But I'm going to take it first half. The way you broke it down, that just makes a ton of sense to me. And I have so much respect for this Clippers team and what they've done and the look in their eyes. But I'm going to take Warriors first half minus 4.5. I feel that's a pretty nice line, and I'm going to jump on it. I'm getting it at 105 at 5 times. Heritage has already moved up to 5. Bovada's at 5.5, but 5 dimes still at 4.5 at minus 105, and I'm going to jump on that. I'm going to take the Warriors first half minus 4.5 and minus 105. I'm in.
What book did you say you see?
That's at 5. 5 dimes is at 4.5 at minus 105. Bookmakers at 4.5 at minus 110. Pinnacles at 4.5 minus 113. Bet Online's at 4.5 at minus 119. Okay. Those are the only 4.5s on my front board. Intertop's 4.5 at minus 110. UH at 4.5 at minus 119. And so, yeah, I could check what
Bookmaker. So I'll take I'll take that 110. I don't use 5 dimes, so I can't get the 105, but I'll take that bookmaker 4.5.
Yeah, I would. My book, Bet365's hanging it at minus 115. So, yeah, Ross Radamas says Dubs could win by the same margin of lead that they blew last game. Jamal Stone leading first quarter with the Spurs and Warriors. Oh, God, I'm going to be glued to the TV for that game, man. I just know. Oh, man, I didn't want to get it. Okay, I like it. I like it. So I've added Warriors. Both Ski and I have added Warriors first half minus 4.5 and minus 105. So that means you have 2 official plays, I believe, unless, correct me if I'm wrong, Spurs minus 2.5, Warriors first half minus 4.5, and you have the Spurs to win the series. Are you on anything else?
I'm not on anything else today, but I am interested, Jimmy. Is there a reason why? Do you think the Warriors don't cover the whole game as well? Like, I think it may be first half and full game. Is there a reason maybe you think it shouldn't be on the full game?
Yeah, I feel like the Clippers believe and that they could be down 10 or 15, and they believe it, and we could see it in their eyes last game. So I do have a little bit of concern of the Clippers fighting in this game. And I'm just more comfortable. Now, it's not, if I had to take a side, I would take Warriors full game. If I was given a free play on the side for full game, I would take Warriors full game. But first half minus 4.5, minus 105 really seems quite a bit more appealing to me.
Okay, I hear you on that, and I agree. Just because I have the stat here too for the 8-2 last 10 first half against the spread, so I'm happy to rock with that. That and my Spurs play will be it for me.
Yeah, I dig it. I have a question before we finish this show. Shout out to Ron Walsack, and I do not see enough of my man Ron. He says Clippers win series. Curry goes down to injury. Man, it's a horrifying prediction. Okay, I have a question. So yesterday, I would have had an over $600 winning day, but I cost myself because I took Joe Ingles 3-pointers over 2.5 at a plus line. And I really think that he's the only hope. No, I shouldn't say that. I think he's an X factor for the Jazz. Obviously, Mitchell has to play better. So I wouldn't mind actually just kind of taking a quick look at these games tomorrow. We're going to have King Rail on the show with us tomorrow, but I'm thinking of going right back to the well with Ingles over 2.5 threes. He went 1 for 6 from 3. He's not shooting as well from 3 right now, but I feel like he's such an enormously important X factor in this series, and I'm thinking of going back to the well with Ingles over 2.5 threes at plus money. What do you think about that bet?
I think honestly, I don't have it in front of my face, but I feel like the Rockets are second. I think they're second defending the 3-point. But I agree with your thought process saying Joe Ingles is an X factor or extremely important. If they're going to win, he's going to have a major role. But I would have to look. I think they're second defending the 3. And if that's the case, I would stay away from that and just maybe look to back him in a different way. But I have a question for you as well, really quick. Earlier, you said that Brooklyn is motivated and Brooklyn cares, but you don't know if it matters.
I don't know if it matters.
Does it matter, or does it matter that the Clippers clear?
That's a good point. I guess I'm more afraid of the look in the eye. Okay, this is how I can answer it. Okay, you know how I use a lot of psychology when I'm breaking down games and not models, and there's a certain look in a player's eyes, and I see it all the time, and I don't know if it helps or not, and if it's real even. But there's a certain look in a player's eyes when I'm like, oh, shit. And Embiid does that. And D'Angelo Russell does that. But Embiid has the ability, the size, the everything to completely take over the game. And so does D'Angelo Russell. But I think it's easier I can have more confidence, even with the banged up knee, for a guy like Embiid to impose his will on a game because he's the biggest paint presence in the game. I've seen that look in the Clippers' eyes, and I've not seen it in the Warriors' eyes. They've not said, I mean, when the Clippers were losing, it didn't look like it. And when the Clippers got really angry at the end of the first half in game one, they had this cockiness, this swagger about them. So I guess that's the way I know that D'Angelo Russell is capable of taking over a game, but I fear Embiid. And when he's got that look, he's just capable of taking over. And the Clippers have that look as a team. They believe right now. So if I had to take a dog to cover a spread, I would take the Clippers before I would take the Nets. Does that answer it?
That does answer it, and that'll make me have to take a deeper look into the game. So I would do that. I'll leave it right there.
Do you agree with me that Embiid could, even with a banged up knee, could easily take over this game? Could easily take over. But there's no player with the ability to take over a game in that series like Embiid, not D'Angelo, nobody. Embiid's the guy.
Embiid does have he can do that, but I mean he's not healthy, and I mean Jared Allen down there. That's a great defender. I mean he's not going to contain Embiid, but I mean if he's not healthy, I'm just not confident.
Oh, man, I hear that. King Rail reaching out to you saying, come on King's Court, ski. Yeah, man, I know why King wants to roll with you, man. You're a great guy, great guy. We're so much fun breaking down these games. What a group we have with J Money, King Rail, Ski Profit, man. And Max now, our man Max. Just love working with you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Could you please let us know where we can find you on Twitter and tell us a little bit about your weekend shows?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, @SkiProfit, and Rail. I'll come on there if I'll come join you guys. If maybe like 4:10, if that's cool. I'll take a little break and do what I got to do, But find me on Twitter, @SkiProfit, and yeah, I definitely love doing the weekend show with Drew and Ian. Two great guys. Ian definitely knows a lot about NBA more than he leads on, and we all know Drew's a great talent. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing it again with those guys. Come check us out Saturday and Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, I'm going to be checking out your weekend shows. Tough rocking those shows so early on the weekend. But shout out to our guy, Ski Profit. Brandon Cummings says, hey, Jimmy, who is Kobe on? I thought I copied and pasted Kobe's plays, but Brandon, if you go right to the very beginning of the show, he listed the plays he's on. So just go back to right at the very beginning. Within the first minute, 90 seconds, I believe he put exactly who he's on. I thought I copied and pasted, but I guess I didn't. All right. Russell Gordon said, Jimmy Joel out of shape. Nope. Brooklyn will win tonight. Well, God, this is so exciting. Bob Taylor says, King's Court is pure fire. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go over the plays I'm on, and then we will bring in Mr. Freddie Fortune. So I'm on Capitals plus 113. I'm on the under 6 in the Capitals Hurricanes game at minus 110. That's been cashing for me for the last, every time they've met up pretty much over the last 2.5 months, 3 months. I'm on the Jets minus 118. I jumped on the over 6 Knights Sharks. We had a very interesting call. I forget offhand who said it, but he said, if you like the Sharks tonight, why don't you take the Knights to win the series in 6 at, I believe, plus 210. So that's my NHL plays, and I like them a lot. I expect to come back. At least I expect this. I expect to be rolling into this Knights Sharks game up with those after those 3 plays. I expect to be up. And I like the Capitals Jets a lot, and I think that's maybe a parlay situation that I'm going to think about doing, but I got to keep moving quickly here. And then in NBA, Nuggets money line plus 170, Warriors first half minus 4.5, and that's a minus 105. And then on the diamond, I'm on that first 5 under 5 in the in the Royals Yankees game. And then, sorry, I have that right there, right? Yes, I do. At minus 114. Then I'm off Orioles, Rays. I quadrupled up on Dodgers-Brewers. First 5 team total over 2.5 plus 108 for the Brewers. First 5 plus 103, full game plus 103. And first 5 over 5 at minus 113. And then I'm on the Rockies. First Coors Field fade of the year, minus 1.5 at plus 195. And then I'm on the Angels first 5, full game over 9.5. And then I did jump on Padres minus 1.5 at plus 135. That is my action right now. And thank you guys so much for being a part of the show. It just means the world to me. This was a really interesting show, man. Very, very interesting. Stick around for King's Court. But before you do, please welcome to the show my man, Mr. Freddie Fortune. Freddie, the crown prince of ties, man. Okay, it's okay. Take your time.
Hey, now I'm live. Oh, fucked it up.
All right, I've got to make quick moves here. I got to make quick. Oh yeah, West Coast, you'd have to go to the very beginning of the show. Very beginning of the show. Shout out to Terry Nicole. And yes, I will, Bob. But most of my bets have already been tweeted out from the morning show. I only have a few to add on the late show.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. All right. What's up, man? What do you want?
Can you see both my hands are free now?
Yeah, I can.
It's because my play is on the screen. Now people can understand what I'm doing.
Oh yeah,
I'm super smart.
you are.
So yeah,
So I guess we have no need for you at all.
No, I need to come in.
Oh, all right.
From time to time, just people can remember me.
Okay.
Yes, I'm here, guys. Hi.
But so you have no need to even say your play then, I guess.
No, I have to say it.
Okay, why don't you say it then?
Do you remember at the beginning of the show that I came in
Yes.
telling you this is the greatest play of all time?
Yes, I do.
Here's another first half draw for Australian A Soccer League.
And you are on quite a winning streak.
Yes, plus 300, plus 175, minus
now?
125.
And now plus 137.
That's right. It's a great play.
It is a great
Adelaide
play.
United versus Melbourne Victory. First half draw at plus 137.
Oh, you do a spectacular job. I've got to make some bets, though. I've got to fucking bounce, so.
Get out of here.
All right, I'm out.
I will close the show, but I'm the only one here, so I have to follow me. King Grail.